Andrew couldn't wait to get home to tell his wife the good news. He went straight to the kitchen where he knew she'd be preparing dinner. "Madeline, I got a raise today." "That's great, Andrew, because we're sure gonna need it." "What do you mean?" "Well, I have some news for you. We are having a baby." Andrew couldn't believe it. He was so excited. He had always wanted to be a father. The day his daughter was born was the most nerve-wracking and exciting day of his life. "We're going to call her Abby," he told his parents. Abby was a gorgeous baby, and it wasn't long before she was a beautiful little 3-year-old. Everything was perfect until the day they took Abby to the playground. It all happened so quickly. One minute she was playing happily, and the next she was lying on the floor, her head bleeding. Even though the doctors assured Andrew and Madeline that Abby was going to be perfectly fine, they both felt really guilty that they hadn't protected their daughter. It wasn't long after Abby's accident that Andrew began to notice she had changed. It wasn't something he could put his finger on exactly, more just a feeling. Every time Andrew was around Abby, he kept on feeling that something was really wrong. One day, it all came to a head. Andrew couldn't take it anymore. A voice inside his head was telling him that Abby was bad, really bad. And Madeline was bad too, because Abby had grown inside of her. Andrew picked up a knife and stabbed Madeline. She dropped to the floor. He turned to Abby, but as he did, his hand shot to his chest. He was having a heart attack. Welcome back to SCP Exposed. Today we bring you the Euclid class subject SCP-053, also known as the Young Girl. But before I go on, make sure you subscribe to our channel so you won't miss out on any SCP stories. SCP-053 appears to be a small 3-year-old girl. She is capable of basic speech and appears to be slightly above average in mental development. She has a generally pleasant personality and rarely seems upset, becoming agitated only in the presence of groups of people. Any and all humans over the age of 3 who make eye contact with, physically touch, or remain around the girl for longer than 10 minutes will rapidly become irrational, paranoid, and homicidal. Most, if not all, of these feelings will be directed at the girl, and afflicted subjects will attempt to kill her after first killing or driving off all humans visible to them. Those attempting to kill the girl will suffer massive heart attacks or seizures and die in seconds after doing any physical damage to her. She will regenerate almost instantaneously from any wound, regardless of severity. SCP-053 appears wholly ignorant of these effects and ignores any and all subjects affected. When questioned about the effects, she's incapable of response. The girl is to be contained in an area no less than 5 meters by 5 meters and given adequate room to move. Toys, books, games, and other recreational devices are to be amply provided and rotated every 3 months. Proper bedding, bathroom, and medical facilities are to be maintained at all times. Food should be provided 3 times daily, and 2 snacks are allowed if requested. No physical contact is to be made with the girl without a full atmosphere containment suit and eye shield. No eye contact is to be made with her for any reason. Any objects given to personnel by SCP-053 may be removed, but must be given to quarantine for examination. Only one member of personnel may be present in the room at any given time and must be secured by a safety line of steel cable. All personnel must be removed from the girl's containment chamber within 5 minutes of entering. Any personnel who begin to act erratically, scream, or attempt to grab SCP-053 are to be removed and quarantined. Any personnel attempting to remove their suit are also to be removed and quarantined. No sharp objects or firearms are allowed in the containment room. SCP-053 was recovered on July 10, 2008 from the residence of Andrew and Madeline in Pennsylvania. Local authorities discovered the girl and the deceased bodies of the couple in the same room. Madeline had died from multiple stab wounds inflicted by Andrew. He had died from a massive heart attack shortly afterwards. The Foundation believes this was caused by the girl's anomalous effects. Police who attempted interaction with SCP-053 also suffered from its effects, resulting in 5 additional casualties. Foundation agents assessed the situation and secured the subject. Class A amnestics were administered to all non-personnel involved, including Andrew's parents in Florida, as they had been exposed to information regarding SCP-053 through communication with Andrew. The following are emails sent by Andrew to his mother. 5th June 2004. Big news. Hey mom, sorry I haven't emailed you in the past month. Things have been pretty busy. But I have great news. You're gonna be a grandma. We found out yesterday that Maddie's pregnant. 7th March 2005. She's here. It's a girl. We named her Abby, and she's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. I'll send pictures soon. 24th June 2008. There's been an accident. We were at the playground and we took our eyes off of her for 1 second and she fell off the jungle gym on her head. I saw blood. The doctors said she'll recover fine, but I can't sleep. It's all my fault. 2nd July 2008. Mom, there's something wrong with Abby. I mean, she looks and acts perfectly fine, but I know something isn't right with her. Madeline said she feels it too. We started feeling it after Abby's injury at the playground. We've had the doctors look her over, but as far as they're concerned, no permanent damage, physical or mental, came of Abby's injury. But I just know there's something wrong with her. 9th July 2008. I can't even look at Abby for more than a few seconds at a time now. There's something about her now and it just shouldn't be. When I'm around her, I just get this awful, indescribable feeling, like I'd rather be anywhere else but next to my own daughter. I try and limit my interaction with her as much as I possibly can. It's terrible, but being around her makes me want to throw up. It's inside of her, in her eyes, in her skin, everything about her. I just don't know what it is. 10th July 2008. I touched her. It felt so wrong. Wrong. Madeline said she felt it too, but she's infected. It was inside of her. I'm gonna kill them both. I'm gonna kill that thing. It needs to die. The Foundation conducted a termination test introducing SCP-682 to SCP-053. 682 appeared to be very confused and showed no signs of being affected by 053. Initially, 053 seemed to be afraid of 682. She hid behind a chair in her containment area. 682 then lowered itself to the ground, resting its head on the floor. The girl approached 682. After several seconds of hesitation, she briefly touched 682 before quickly returning to her hiding place. 682 did not react in any way. The girl approached 682 and patted its head, causing it to exhale through its front nostrils. 053 clapped and hopped in place several times before embracing the head of 682. For the remainder of the testing period, 682 appeared to be in a very docile state, with only 2 low-level escape attempts being made. 053 was observed bringing toys and other items to 682. Staff entering at the end of the test phase are immediately attacked by 682, resulting in 2 deaths and 5 injuries. 682 was contained and moved to a separate containment unit. 053 was observed crying for several minutes after 682 was removed. The reaction of 682 is notable for several reasons. First, it is one of the few incidents when 682 has come in contact with biological tissue and not entered a rage state. Second, it has raised questions as to the physical makeup and composition of 053 in regards to the lack of response from 682. Third, it has provided a possible solution to long-term containment. However, approval for the mutual containment of 2 highly dangerous SCP items in a single containment unit is not likely. Some personnel have expressed the theory that SCP-053 may only exist to be that one wholesome thing that 682 likes. What do you think? Leave your comments below.